I'll start the class. Problems on rigid body mechanics. So read the question now. There's a square plate of mass 10 kg and side 20 meters. It's moving along the groove with the help of two ideal rollers. Okay, where is the groove? The groove is this one. This part is a groove. Green, the screen okay, green? Shall I change white or any other color?
It is okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, this is what the groove. Or the gap and the rollers are there. Okay, these are the rollers. This plate, everything, the plate. No, you see, it's asking just to get the speed of, find the speed of the corner D. I think whose help you have to take it. You know most of the ideas here now you have to start applying them. So do we know speed of the point A and B? Yes, do we know speed of point A and B? Yes, we know it. Let me take only the diagram part. So what is the direction of velocity of the A? It will be downward. It will be directed downward. What is the velocity of this? Contrast color will take it. It will be in this direction. These are the velocities of VA and VB. What is the only information given? Is moving with 16 meters per second. So we know VA 60 meters per second. Can we get VB? I think constant equation. Everyone knows. So this will be 45. So VA cos 45. So this angle will be 45 degrees. VA sine 45 should be equal to, this is 45. So what is the constant equation? Don't write equal here. From constant equation it should come. VA sine 45 should be equal to VB cos 45. Get into this one. Now after getting this, so I think VA equal to VB, which is equal to 16 meters per second. Is asking to get the speed of this point B. So after having these values, so we will trace the shall we go for like this? This will be instantaneous center. So this will become RA. I should take kindly contrast color. This will be RB. Okay, I think now you are able to visualize. Okay, on this, I'll scribble it so that it will be easily visible for you. Now you see that there's a just basic small idea of instant center. So this is RA. So this is the instantaneous center. we'll call O. About this point, the system is rotating. So now we know square plate. So what is VA equal to VB should be equal to VA should be equal to sir, why only instant center there? Where the radius vectors, where they intersect, there should be the point of intersection should be the instant center. So VA equal to, so RA should be 1 by the diagonal will be, what is the value of AC? AC should be equal to 20 square 20 root 2. So therefore AO should be equal to 20 root AC by 2. 20 root 2 by 2 or 20 by root 2. Okay, now we know the value of AO. Can we get the omega? AO or BO, both are same. This is also equal to BO. So VA equal to now will become AO into omega, or nothing but this is equal to RA omega. All these symbols will use. So now we know VA, we know RA, we'll get the omega. Similarly, we can also write VB equal to BO omega or RB omega. So let's calculate omega. So VA by RA, VA is 16, RA, or this will be 20 by root 2, 4 by 5, 4 root 2 by 5. 4 1 ja, 4 5 ja. Okay, this one. So this is the angular velocity, which we know. Can we get the speed of this? In what direction can we make a guess of the direction of the point D? So this is about this O, no? So it should have the angular velocity, the linear speed of this particle should be in this direction. How we see like this. What about any other point? Yes, any other point also you can just put it from there. You write it here. So they may ask you somewhere the velocity of this point. How we should be. So from there, drop a perpendicular this one. So the several points I'll indicate, not only this, several points. So if you take this, not possible. This is the velocity of this point. Somewhere any arbitrary point you can pick up. Velocity of this point. Drop a perpendicular to it. It should be. So what is VD? VD again should be equal to DO by DO is again equal to half of the diagonal, which is nothing but 20 root 2. Omega value 4 root 2 by 5. 16 meter per second. Like this, we can calculate also other speed. Very important. This is the instantaneous axis of rotation concept. Usually we did for only usually what all the problems we have is for some sphere, rod. Here I brought it. See, point O is instantaneous center. If you know omega, okay, fine. See, it is rotating about point O. If you stand at point O, the whole plate will rotate about that one. Then directly you can write this. This also 16, this also 16, this also 16. If you have that much. Because the distance DO and AO are same, no? Okay, directly you can write it. But I should not teach it as a teacher. The speed of this and these are equal. So how? I'm giving explanation. But in exam, directly I think is rotating about O. Both like a B, O, C, D, they are at same point. Now, if instead of 45 it is 30 degree, then see the problem. Then VA not equal to VD. Am I right? If this is instead of 45 it is 30 degrees, then you cannot write these two will have same speed. Moreover, first of all, you don't get like this. The point will be somewhere here. Very important, please do revise such things, instant center. Some usually we discuss all the problems. I'll bring other diagram. This is point P is here, no? Yeah. We'll go for better diagrams. There's a diagram. So there is a point. It is having linear velocity v. and also acceleration. So this is r, this is theta, and this is a radius. If you can remember, we are bothered more about instantaneous center. Now point P will have as no acceleration in this position. Okay, all the information I just gave this one for a given values of a naught r and determine the angle for which it is having its rolling motion. Rolls without slipping. What are the various forces that are, what are the various accelerations that it is possessing? First, a naught. Linear acceleration. If acceleration of center of mass is a naught, then all points should also have acceleration of center of mass. All points should also have acceleration of that of center of mass. Then as it is pure rolling, so r alpha. Then it is having v naught, so it will have also angular speed. So therefore we'll get also one more omega naught square r. Under action of all this, the acceleration of point P will be zero is telling. So if you go for the vector diagram, if you check the advanced paper, we don't have any discussion on these things of this kind. Only instantaneous instant center corresponding to uniform velocity motion is asking. So there's a point on a disk where the acceleration, total acceleration will be zero. Any condition for these two? So it should be 90 degrees. And the way things are given, this is theta. If this is theta, this is theta. This is theta. I think we can go for all this. And this is omega square r. This is linear acceleration. This is tangential acceleration. Determine the angle theta. I think we can just resolve. Very simple problem. Acceleration of point P must be zero. For that, along x and y axis, the resultant acceleration of point P must be zero. Centripetal acceleration, tangential acceleration. This is a linear acceleration. I think this is a thing. So is it now? What about this point P on the ground? Linear acceleration, the acceleration along x-axis will be zero. AGX will be zero as it is pure rolling. AGX will be zero. Okay, agree this. But AGY will be non-zero. Okay. Hope everyone is able to understand, because here centripetal acceleration will be there. This is what we are just applying for pure rolling. I think small ideas can be asked. Anybody, any teacher will try to stress this small basic things. Now A naught is equal to minus omega naught square r cos theta equals 0. Okay, then r alpha sin theta equal to 0. Then along y-axis, omega naught square r sin theta. Okay, solving for theta will get the required answer. Expression for theta is being asked. Now, what is given? A naught, capital R and smaller. So omega has to be replaced. That's what I feel. Omega naught is what we assumed it. What is the given things? A naught, capital R. A naught, capital R, smaller. Omega naught has to be eliminated. So substitute 1 in 2, substitute 2 in 1. So this omega naught you substitute here. Omega naught r square, what you can get? R alpha cos theta by sin theta. Substituting that. R alpha cos theta by sin theta r cos theta. Later on, R alpha, we'll write it as A naught. Okay, this will become A naught cos square theta sin theta all set equal to 0. So this should become one capital R is missing. Okay, got it. A naught is equal to, in fact, capital R alpha. I'll change things. Alpha is also unknown, no? A naught alpha will be A naught by capital R cos square theta sin theta R. A naught is equal to R sin theta by R. Cos square theta R A naught, when you take common, cos square theta plus sin square theta will be 1. Smaller is okay. See this angle theta. Now we can find out. So very good problem. Okay, I'll slide down. Just make observation.
Sir, will not get A naught.
I'll not get A naught. Rama, don't disturb. Oh, A naught will get eliminated, no? There. What do we get then? Sin theta equal to?
Small r by capital R.
Oh, only that much. Yeah, fine. Sin theta equal to small r by capital. So as you vary smaller, as you change the position of point, means now you can ask questions, sir. Here only, why can't be here? You do try. In this region, it's possible. So as you vary smaller, that position, that angular position will change. Okay, what about here? This point possible? Not possible, no? Here possible, check it. Only in this fourth quadrant, it is possible. So again, this is a limitation. What is that? The theta, the point P should lie in the fourth quadrant. This is not applicable for this particular thing. I'm making things clear. So don't know, okay, sir, thank you very much. We got this theta, I'll vary theta. No, only here it is possible. You check it here, not possible. Just draw the diagram. Very simple it is. You draw the diagram. Here A naught R alpha and omega square R. So resultant not possible, no? In different regions, the last one. We'll take one. No, here say that the different parts. I'll show it. So please do remember. So I think we have very popular way of asking questions in this. Let me summarize everything so it'll be easy for you. So at various points, here A naught R alpha omega square R. Here A naught R alpha. I think that this diagram is what the best diagram what you can remember. Okay, Okay, definitely you can see that. I think it's not possible, no? In these regions, acceleration becoming zero, only this region. So this theta is having limitations. The point P has to be located here only. Don't make it generalized. We'll take the next one. I want you to really, it's a very good problem. Very good concept. Lot of concept is also involved. The force applied by the right of the sphere on the left of is 30x Newton. Find the value of x. I'll permit you to think. Right off on the left off. Let me, meanwhile, I'll draw the diagram. Right off on the left off, the right off on the left off. And it is given velocity 8 meters per second. We'll keep that. Radius r, only that much is there. I'll take out this diagram. Look at this one. It's a rolling without slipping. So many concepts are involved here. Okay, I'll call this as O. This is a point P for our reference, and this was the ground, no, or say a surface, horizontal surface, which is rough enough so that, or say pure rolling is there. Let's not bother anything. Horizontal rough surface. Okay, yes, telling this is a rough surface. No. Why do that right off, left off? From where that forces will come? Okay, it's a rolling is telling. So what is the use of that rolling condition here? So shall I tell you one thing? Who's help you to take here to go for? Will you do about center of mass, center of mass of system O, or will you discuss motion about point P? Let me discuss about instantaneous center. So shall we call this P as instantaneous center? What is O? O is center of mass of solid sphere. And what is P? P is instantaneous center. At that instant, it is the instantaneous center. So instantaneous center. And the axis passing through point P will become instantaneous axis of rotation. That be Z axis, what we can write it here. So here, let's take the reference of that also. So this is the X axis. This is the Y axis. So the point P is an origin also. So the Z axis instant center and Z axis will become instantaneous axis of rotation. Keep in this mind. So now if you stand on the ground somewhere here, you see that all points are rotating about center. If you come and stand at point P, then all points are rotating about instantaneous center. I think there are the concept is, if you can remember the things what we have discussed. I'll give the two diagrams. they're on the ground. They're moving on the ground. Okay, here who will see motion of like this? Person who is on the ground somewhere here. Then we will see that it is rotating about instantaneous center. Let it touch the ground. Yeah. Now this will be same omega naught. So I think that there's a different notion of person who is there at instant center. I think there's a very primary idea everyone knows. Carry on. Now to do this problem, I think if you come for instant center only, things are very easy. At that instant, all the points are rotating about it. At that instant, all the points are rotating about instant center. Every point, even the center of mass also will rotate here. Then, and at that instant, what we can put it? Is it in rotational equilibrium? Yes. Sir, how come equilibrium? It's moving. What do you mean by equilibrium? Net force, net torque should be 0. If it's having angular velocity, let it be. If it's having angular velocity, let it be. So equilibrium doesn't mean that it should be at rest. It can be in motion. At that instant, the rigid body is in rotational equilibrium about point P. Rotational equilibrium means then about that point P, net torque should be 0. So let me take only the left off. I think now the problem begins. Let me take only the left off. All these are very dangerous questions in exam within the limits, but you must analyze it very smartly. The center of mass of this left off will be 10 kg is telling, so I'll write it 5g. Because 10 kg is what there, 5g, let me write it here. It will be here. So we know at what distance x. And this is the instant center. So now the torque, this was the angular velocity omega. It's telling that it's in rotational equilibrium. The net torque should be 0. So from where the net torque will come? The net torque will come, the other of will exert a force. There's the beauty of this problem. Then torque, so do we know that value? We don't know how it will act, what it will act. But as the net torque is 0, so therefore about point P, net torque is 0. 5g into x should be equal to the torque applied by that. So where do the resultant force will come? Where do that whole resultant force? No, the force applied by the it is in at that instant, it is instant center, and what was the angular velocity? Omega naught. After some time, this point will come in contact and that will become instant center. At that instant, it's in equilibrium, rotational equilibrium at that instant. Because we don't discuss, but the problem is what you have to take help of this one here. And now you can ask questions, sir, like, okay, are you sure, sir, like 5g into x, this is a torque to balance this. What about the, because it is rotating, if it's rotating means there'll be centripetal acceleration. So different particles will experience a centripetal, or better say centrifugal. Then torque due to that, you see all points are rotating about point. You take any point here, how the centripetal or centrifugal will be directed towards center, df. Then what is the torque due to that? They'll intersect axis of rotation. So therefore, we don't have any torque due to centripetal or centrifugal forces about point P. Then who should balance this? The weight of the semicircular, so like weight of this hemisphere, solid hemisphere. So this will become solid hemisphere. Who should balance it? Who should balance means the force exerted by the other off. Hope everyone is able to analyze now the problem. Now how to calculate that one. He is asking force, not that torque. Will it act at one point? So it will, so the resultant will take it to be somewhere F net, somewhere to be here. That is what he's asking. So then what is our entire problem will be no 5g into x should be equal to F net into R. What is x? 3R by 8. Hope am I right? 3r by 8, no? Yeah. Be careful. So there's the force exerted. This was the required answer. So what we have to do when you do revision, what is revision means? Not just seeing and coming out of that. You are supposed to analyze so many things are there. Sir, I already revised 4 or 5 times rotation mechanics. Then you should have thought all these things. Revision means all this will creep into picture. One more simple idea based. Read question, I'll give time, read and analyze, then I'll come into pictures. So what is this entire question? Hoop means it should be a okay, there's a ring what we have. It is kept on. I think there are two things are there. Initially it was at above A, then afterwards it will come to the B. Then we have to see that what conditions we can apply it. I brought the both the things. Let's see now. What is the mass of that? Both are having same mass. There's a O having mass. This M, I'll okay, let it be, I think here only. There's a particle, small particle attached. Find the angular acceleration when AB becomes horizontal. See, what is the problem with the rotation mechanics? Trying to generalize is also a big headache. I think you might have noticed. In the initial stage, you should generalize it. After learning all concepts, then don't depend on generalization. Because now you see that the question what I brought, it's something you try to make the general ideas here, little bit you'll be in big trouble. Usually such numericals we'll discuss in the revision, because in the regular course, all these things will make you confused and you land in a big trouble. So let the particle at 18. So when theta equals 90 degree in the, I'll bring as a function of theta, I'll put theta 90, our problem will be solved. Rough horizontal ground, the surface is rough. There's one more information is there. The system is released from rest. This is rest. So now it has swung by. When it rotates by theta, so there's a point P. Find the angular system with initial when AB becomes horizontal. Where is the instantaneous axis of rotation? It is here. If this is theta, what can be this angle? Theta by 2 from the geometry. Then this, let's bring that omega. Rolls without slipping. I think unless you have not understood this rolls without slipping, you'll land in a big trouble. Now let's come for this one. In rolling motion, so there are two options are there. No, we can describe the motion by standing somewhere on the ground, motion about the center or about O. You can describe motion of the system about O, or you directly come at instant center, then the whole system will appear to be having only rotatory motion. So which will be much easier. Will you stand here, hand separate like a here, the moment you release, give some small push, then the torque due to that will act mg, then your friction will act, then right equation and so on, or you directly come here, come to instant center. This will be much easier for you. No, in these two positions, like from where this angular velocity acquired, decrease in gravitational potential of this particle, decrease in gravitational potential particle, that is what converted into the kinetic energy of this ring and also that of the particle. I'll get omega as a function of theta, then from there I'll bring alpha. I think there's the first problem where I'm bringing alpha in instantaneous center. Nothing wrong, we can think like this also. So we'll do one thing, decrease in potential energy. Of particle equal to increase in kinetic energy of ring and increase in kinetic energy of particle. Like a let's also we will solve problem by standing at P. And what is P? P is an instantaneous center. Sir, why P, sir? Why not on the ground? Then we have to enjoy the question if you stand on the ground. So can you show this omega about O? No, all points will rotate about center of mass of system. Where center of mass of system? I think you have to, very dangerous, sir. All of you getting better. There's no option for us discussing about instantaneous center only. Because what is it? The same, if stand on the ground, the whole particles will, the whole points on the rigid body will rotate about center of mass. Center of mass of system will come here now. I think very complicated. I tried, finally I suffered, then I came here. If you want to try, not possible. Decrease in potential. Okay, this will become mgr 1 minus cos theta equal to increase in kinetic energy of ring, IP omega square by 2, that of the ring, that of the particle. Torque equal to I alpha. Again, you have to solve for friction. See, like, okay, you are comfortable. Okay, carry on. I don't have objection, but I am not comfortable. Increase in kinetic energy of particle. What is the angular velocity? All points should have same angular velocity. So therefore, the same expression will put it. So it's of that of the, I think we'll do one thing. That of the O about point P, we'll write like this. That of the particle about point P, this one. Let's substitute all. I think this mgr 1 minus cos theta LHS, no problem for everyone. What is the moment of inertia of the O? Mr square IO for your benefit, I'm expanding this. That of the particle. What is the distance? So this distance will be 2r cos theta by 2. So directly it is of omega square by 2 m into 2r cos theta by 2. Square is only for this one. So I naught is mr square as it is a ring. So this will become omega m 4r square cos square theta by 2. Okay, further we'll simplify. I think m will get cancelled out, so there won't be 2mr square here, m r square. So this will become r square omega square. Here 1, 2. So this will be 2 omega square r square cos square theta by 2. One r also gets eliminated. Then what all we'll get expression for omega as a function of theta. Then from there I'll bring the alpha. G into 1 minus cos theta g by r. Omega square I'll take outside. 1 plus 2r square cos square theta by 2. Only r. 1 r. That r we have sent it, no? Oh, okay, this will be. This, to get alpha, we are going to differentiate with respect to theta. Then theta equal to 90 degrees. So shall we show that alpha here? Yes, we can show that alpha. I'll write down the answer. I'll go for the next problem. The answer will be 3g by 8r. But I think it'll be taking that mg about this particular point, that then again the friction force will act, it will accelerate, solving that, because the center of mass of system is here. You have to jump to the center of mass system, not about point 2. I think we'll be taking very big risk if you want to try it. So what is the possibility of asking questions? I think maybe out of advanced paper, out of 18, maybe 1 or 2 of where you have to go for very hard thinking of this kind. 20% of paper will be where you have to put effort. The remaining 80% you can manage very comfortably. I'll go for the next one. First we'll see this. This will be. Read the question, I'll construct the diagram. Now, how to get the directions is what I just brought it only to how that acceleration of sphere, how the friction will, only for learning purposes, how to get the various accelerations and forces that will be acting. That was the only purpose of this particular problem. This inclined plane is fixed. This is small m, capital M. Cylinder of cylinder is having mass m. Okay, try this one. Okay, I'll come into the picture. Just only learning purpose. I feel like, okay, it's a good problem where how the direction various forces that should be acting. So the moment will release the weight of the weight mg will act down. Okay, these are the masses capital M. We will make it m to m1 so that symbols will not get confused, and the mass of this also m2. Let's proceed into this one. How the tension, so the moment I release, so here the tension, so called this is T1. The weight m2g sine theta. What to decide now? It's telling it the system is from that find the condition that m equal 4m, the acceleration of the Planck is. Okay, further some relationship is also there. Quotient of friction between cylinder and the Planck is sufficient for pure rolling of cylinder. I think this is the very important part of the whole question. This sentence is very important. Now we'll see. It should roll. Will it roll down or roll up? Anybody wants to say cylinder, will it roll up or roll down? Okay, one. Manijip, okay. You are saying some. Anybody still? Because I want your what actually going on in your mind. Roll up or roll down? See if it rolls up. So what is the thing? This string will be taut, no? So you look at this one. This string should be taut and inextensible. I'll get the thing. No, and also should be inextensible. There's a primary condition, no? I think now you start with this condition. Whenever the strings comes in the rolling body, whenever a rolling body is connected to string and the body is rolling, no, look at the strings. Strings must be taut and inextensible. Keep that in mind. Now proceed here. So I'll first will show other forces that are acting. I'll come to the acceleration. I think this is as usual m2g sine theta. So the tension, I think string will be taut. So tension will act here. So this tension is what we'll call T2. So then the friction, I'll put it here. So the acceleration of this should be in this direction. And alpha 2 should be in this direction. And the acceleration of Planck, A0, I'll write it. I think that the acceleration of this should be equal to acceleration of this one. Symbols, A only, I'll write it. That'll be better. Sir, how you are assuming? So like, I think this is the primary for me now. The string, the acceleration of this point is 0. So acceleration of this point should be 0. So therefore A2 minus R alpha 2 here. The acceleration of this point should be 0. From there, continue to come. Then at this point, no slipping will occur. Then A2 plus R alpha 2 should be equal to A. There's an equation at this particular thing. Rest all everything will write. So here is what we do forget. The acceleration of this point should be 0. So I think this is the very fundamental. I'll indicate like this P2. This, okay, I'll write P2. We'll write P1. Acceleration of point P must be 0. Why should be 0? Because for the string, it should be inextensible and should be taut. That's the only reason. So therefore, A2 minus R alpha 2 is equal to 0. Then acceleration of point P2 should be equal to acceleration of point P1. Acceleration of point P2 will be, acceleration of point P1 is equation 1, 2. Rest all everything now very easy. Huh? Please do give importance for the constraint equations because they matters a lot. Now, sir, how you are assuming friction? How you are assuming friction? Okay, fine. Okay, everything you are showing something. Tell me, like, what about the frictions? How you decide friction? So tell me, like, for alpha, is it direction of friction? Shall we put this upward, this downward? So why you're taking this friction downward? Why can't this be upward? There's also a reasonable question, no? Nothing wrong if some student asks. Or shall we solve problem? If I get F negative, I'll change direction. Okay, can we take a risk like this? Okay, we'll do one thing. First, we'll proceed like this here. The moment we release, this is 4m, this is m. So this will be 4mg sine theta, theta 30 degrees. So this will become around 2mg will act here. This is mg. So this will try to slide the Planck. This will oppose. So friction will act here. There's a one reason what I can justify. Now, what about circle? Let's come for here. The moment you release, mg sine theta will act. Mg sine theta will act. String will become taut. Then torque will be acting. Then torque will act and it will make it to rotate. So then that friction should act upward. Then the friction on the Planck should be downward. Because the moment first like this will slide or rotate. So first what actually happens? This will slide. This will actually the motion will take place from here. So the moment you release, the plank will try to slide. Then the rolling will prevail in this particular thing. So therefore, I should start with the plank here. So what happens if I take in this direction I'll solve it. You'll get wrong answer. Then sir, in exam, yes, I think these are some difficulties what you may face problems of 2 or more rigid bodies when they're in contact. Predicting the direction of friction is little bit headache. You have to be extra alert here. Okay, let's write down all the equations. So m2g sine theta plus f minus m2 e2. Then torque F into R plus T2 into R is equal to C, I'll write it, IC alpha 2. I think all the equations over. Yeah. Then for the plank, M2G sine theta minus F minus T1 equal to M2E. Then T1 minus Mg equal to M1E. Solving all this, we'll get the required thing. And what we have information is M is 4M, no? So here M2 is in fact 4M1. You have to solve. I didn't get time to verify the answer. The acceleration of Planck is asking, no? I think 5 will come. Check it. I'm making 50 by 20. Okay, make observation. I'll slide down. We'll go to the next problem. Take this question. Yeah, very. Look at the pivot and some particle is there. Okay, right. I'll start it. So carefully analyze. There's some particle that is asking that force of impact, find the resulting instance angular velocity that we can find. Find the impulse acted on the ball during the time interval. That's some ball attached to the rod. There are two cases are there. First, this is ball attached, ball is free to move. We have to discuss two cases. And if you check the advanced paper, we don't have anything. Impulse transformation means like where the impulse will propagate from one body to another body. I think these questions are not there. Definitely, I feel like it's a very good idea, which will help you a lot in preparation for advance. Means this much of length is not possible. Okay, let's get into the. Okay, this is the rod. This is L/3. We'll keep it here. It's a purely diagram-based question. This is totally injured. Now we'll next, after finishing of this, we'll go for if it's not injured, what conditions will come. That is very, very important in learning. Some propagation of, also like a transfer of impulse from one body to another body. I think some in friction we have done. In friction, like a linear impulse, we did some problems. In rigid body mechanics, we'll introduce it. So the impulse is acting at a distance J/3. Initially, our ball and everything is at rest. Let's get into this one. So first, what is the conditions that will arise here? It is attached. It is attached to it. So shall we just say that it will acquire angular velocity omega? So then what is the expression? J into 2L/3 should be equal to moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of the rod. Rod will be mL²/3. That of the particle. So 1 L/3 get cancelled. So 2J equal to L capital M plus small m. So 2J by M plus small m into L. Okay, leave it here. No, I think these are very easy. So I think some passages you can manage. You can manage with this idea. J into 2L/3. No, I think I took it correct. No, J into 2L/3. square. Moment of inertia will be mL/3. Okay, so some corrections are there. This is, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. This will become mL/3 whole square. Am I right? Yeah, no. So this will be 3 if you take it. So 3m will come. Yes, 6 will be there. Now look at the calculation. So this is our one equation. The first part is over. Find the impulse acted on the ball during the time interval delta t. How to bring this? So what was the state of the ball earlier? They were at rest, no? It suddenly started moving. So the angular, and it acquired angular momentum. So I'll go for the angular impulse. Angular impulse, I think J theta we use symbol. Hope if you remember. What was the initial angular momentum of ball for ball? Then is asking the find the impulse acted on the ball during the time interval delta t. So what impulse acted? Some J theta is in fact acted on it. Also, I'll put some J dash or JB, I'll write it. And similarly, the JB will act on this one. So this JB into L/3 equal to LF. I think the rod will try to move, no? Then it will push the ball. So the rod, as it starts moving, then push the ball. So then their normal contact will suddenly increase. That will become impulse on the ball. And similarly, the ball will exert force impulse on the rod also. This distance is L by 3. Okay, I think now this JB L by 3. What is LF? LF should be equal to again it is M L by 3 whole square into omega. Do we know omega? Yes, we have. Then I'll get the impulse by the rod on the ball or by the ball on the rod. One L and one 3 get cancelled. So this will become ML by 3. Omega is 6J by 6M. Okay, 2mg. What you should call impulse by rod on ball or by ball on the rod. Okay, luckily we got it. Now find the magnitude and direction of impulse applied by the pivot during the time interval delta t. Why the pivot should come? Will there be any impulse? In that interval, the pivot is also asking. From where the idea has to be brought. I think we never found out. I think if you can remember, impulsive reactions, the pivot is what we have discussed few problems. So I'll bring one more diagram so that there won't be confusion for you. We'll take one separate diagram to study the impulses. So these things I'll take it out. Altogether, when you apply, I think whenever this impulses will come, so we do take help of, so let the impulse be J dash JR. I think it was a test, only the impulsive reaction will come along x-axis. Why there no impulse along y-axis? Why or not? Because it was that when you apply impulse, the very next moment to open, it will try to move. No, this whole rod will try to move. The whole rod plus ball will try to move. The hinge will oppose. So therefore, the impulsive reaction. This is what acting on the. So on the rod or on this one. On this, I'll take it. I'll solve it. If I get negative, I'll change the direction. Then so impulse linear momentum equation, I'll apply J plus JRX. What is the velocity of we know angular velocity omega. So can we calculate the velocity of ball, small m into velocity of ball, capital M into velocity of the rod. Oh, I'll write it. This V will write it. So what is VB? VB should be equal to L by 3 omega. VO should be equal to L by 2 omega. Substitute that. And we know omega, solve for it, you'll get the impulsive reaction. I think there's the only alternative available for us. Velocity of ball should be L by 3 omega. M should be equal to L by 2 omega. Omega value, we know it. That substitute, solve for it, you'll get the impulsive reaction by the inch. So what is JRX? We have to write it. Reaction by reaction at inch. This, sir, what is a thing? Will it have any linear motion at that instant? Because this hinge reaction will come at that instant. The moment you apply impulse at that instant. At that instant, what happens? I can describe translative motion of the rod, but it's only rotating. This will be very, if I write V, you may start thinking it will have only translative motion. No, it will have only rotating motion. Due to this angular velocity, it will have linear velocity that we are expressing here. You need not to bother search JRX. It all depends where you apply. If you get positive, okay, what you assume right. If you get negative, change the direction. JRX will be MJ by I'll get into. So now same thing. If there is no inch, what you are going to do? What will be your response for the problem? Let's discuss that. There's no inch. How you do? How you manage this question now? So will it be in contact or not contact? So just just ball is just in contact, not attached. Ball is just in contact with the rod. Or just touching the rod. No. What conditions will be? I think you can see only this. So initially they were at rest. So what is the state of rod? Rod was at rest. And the ball will also rest here. So the moment you apply, so what is the tendency of the rod? Is it rod free to move? Yes, the rod is free to move. So therefore, will it rotate about O? There's a point of contact P, and the center of mass of system will come somewhere in between P and O. So this rod will rotate about O and about P or about center of mass of system. The moment if you apply it, the rod will acquire linear momentum. Then there'll be impulse will also act. So what are the diagrams? The diagrams will take shape like this. Didn't copy. No. What shall we do? We will. Then impulse is applied. So there'll be a linear impulse will act here. Called like a JB. I think that JB and this JB different. So I'll write some J dash. J dash. Then this will acquire velocity, say like a V naught. This will acquire velocity, say VB. Then what is the tendency of the rod? It is having a tendency to spin about omega naught. What are the equations? So J is equal to MV naught. Oh, sorry, J minus equal to MV naught. Then J into the distance will become how much? This is 2L by 3, no? 2L by 3. L by 2 should be equal to moment of inertia, ml square by 2L into omega naught. Will there be an angular impulse by that? As that also has to be included. Okay, that I have forgot. Okay, I'll include that also. Plus, this will be angular impulse by J dash. J dash should be L by 2 minus L by 3 equal to ml square by 2L into omega naught. Keep it in this way. How many unknowns are there? V naught, J dash, and omega naught. 3 unknowns are there. Okay, let's write the equation on for the ball. For the ball, it should be J dash equal to M into VB. Then at that instant, it will be in contact, no? So therefore, the velocity of point P should be equal to velocity of B. And what is the velocity of point P? V naught minus distance will be L by 2 minus L by 3 omega naught equal to VB. Now we can solve this. And the methodology, if it's free to mono, so there'll be impulse. What is this J dash? There's the impulse due to normal contact between the rod and the ball. Sir, why don't you treat this as one system? Will you, sir, why all this, sir, like I'll treat this as one system and the rod plus ball will rotate about center of mass. Will you justify this? Anybody? You can put in chat box, yes or no. Will you justify that the whole, so this particular thing, why to do all this, just like take center of mass of system, about that point, conservation of momentum, conservation of angular momentum. Angular momentum is in fact conserved about any point here, about ball, about O, or about any point. But why we are doing like this only? Because just after collision, the rod will have its own individual motion. Why it is related to ball? They are not stuck because the ball is just touching the rod. I think this matters a lot. If the ball is attached to the rod, then it will rotate about center of mass. I think got the clear. There's the main ideas is what you should differentiate. Okay, I think say small things, maximum stress of small ideas of this one. Now, you need to go for very big, very small ideas somewhere in a problem. Just change a small condition. You get exactly a different scenario. A new idea will come. Means like a problem is there. Just change some conditions and see, oh, like this will happen. If we're getting confusion, interact with the teacher. So this is what the revision means. Revision means not solving again new questions. What all you studied, analyze it, think on it, slightly change condition. What will happen? There, what happen? Your concept clarity will increase. That is what going to help you for you to become a best engineer. If you just keep on solve problem and forget, where is the thinking? Analysis is very important. So take what all the numericals you have gathered till now, do analysis on it. So definitely I can see that this approach is better. Every problem, I think there are 5 or 6 situations will come that you have to analyze. The preparation for advance in the revision, that is what a student supposed to do. Not like, say, I am not, you can solve problem, but the analysis, if you miss it, gone. I have junior class. Okay, we will end up the class here. So tomorrow I'll continue again, rigid body mechanics. I have a few more good ideas are there. I brought it. Okay, thank you all of you.